Hi, fourth graders. Welcome back to day 3 of your Earthquake Engineering Challenge. Talk about what we're going to be doing today. Let's just make sure we did what we were supposed to do yesterday so we're all caught up. So in day 2, you should have created a sketch of your design in your paper journal. You should have taken a picture of that sketch from your paper journal and imported that image into your Earthquake Engineering journal that is digital. Then you should have built with toothpicks and marshmallows and tape your first design. You should have tested your design 3 times. Remember, the first one was a Mercalli scale of 5. If it survived, you moved on. Mercalli scale of 7. If it survived, you moved on. And then a Mercalli scale of 9. If it survived, you moved on. Then you were supposed to write down your observations and any notes that you had in your electronic engineering journal. All right, then the next thing you did is you opened up your video on your iPad and you completed the reflection answering all those questions that were on the reflection sheet in your engineering journal, if you're not sure where those questions were. All right, then if you had time, you improved your sketch, but this time you improved your building and you added a live load. So let's go ahead and look at what we're going to be doing today. If you haven't done any of those things from day 2, maybe pause this video and go back and finish those and then join us back again in a moment. And we'll talk about what we're doing in day 3. So in day 3, we are going to import your sketch. If you haven't done your sketch yet, you're going to create your sketch with your live load, and you're going to import that image into your Earthquake Engineering journal, the digital journal. Then you're going to rebuild. So you can use the same toothpicks and marshmallows if you want to, or you can get new ones. It's up to you. Or if you're just using the same structure and just adding to it, that might be easier as well. You will need to build a floor for this one. So when I say a floor, you're going to use some of those index cards. So for this phase, you're going to use either index cards or you can use paper or even cardboard as a floor, because you're going to need to be able to put the live load on something. Otherwise, if you put them at the top of your building, they'll go right through. It'll be more like a chute. So we need actual floors for, and you need to have at least 2 live loads on 2 different floors. So you need to have at least 2 different stories, all right? And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment when we look at my design. And then you're going to test it. You're going to use the same testing, Mercalli scale of 5 with the taps, the Mercalli scale of 7 where you'll be tapping it back and forth for about 1 inch both ways, and then the Mercalli scale of 9 where it's a very violent shake. And we're going to see how your live load and your building performs. Lastly, you're going to complete the reflection. The questions for your reflection can be found in your Earthquake Engineering journal. So you're going to answer all of those questions in a video, and then you're going to import your video. And remember, if you're not sure how to import a video in your journal, there is not sure how to attach a video to a Google slide presentation, click here. There's a quick little video that explains how you have to kind of trick your iPad to import video. All right, and then you're going to share. So you're going to go ahead and share your thoughts and your whole presentation in Schoology or Seesaw. All right, if you have any questions, please come to the Science Zoom help. Just scan that picture or that QR code on the first page of your journal. And let's go ahead and see what day 3's test is going to look like.
So let's pretend I made some modifications to my device. I don't want to give away too many answers, so I really haven't made any modifications, but you should have made some modifications to make your first prototype stronger. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to add some floors. Remember, we have to have at least 2 floors. So in your supply bin, you should have some index cards. If you don't have index cards, you can use sheets of paper. You could even use your tape if you wanted to kind of make a floor. We just need something that will, kind of go across to resemble a floor. So I'm going to use my index cards. I cut up some index cards and I'm going to put them through here, and that's going to represent my floor. So here's my floor. That's my first floor, and I need a second floor as well. you decide where you want to put your floors. So I have some really high ceilings, I guess, in this guy. Let me cut it back a little bit. And you're going to then find something to represent your live load. So for me, my live load could actually be some leftover marshmallows. My live load can be just some random things, Legos, or some random things I have laying around the house. I might want to stand those guys up so that I can make some observations about how things are affected in the earthquake. And then you're going to go ahead and do the same test again. Remember, you need your iPad, set it to 15 seconds. Find that clock app. Go to the timer, set it for 15 seconds. You're going to do the taps for 15 seconds. Then you're going to move it back and forth by about an inch for 15 seconds. And if all of that survives, then you're going to shake it real vigorously. All right, and make your observations for your final reflection. Have fun with this, guys. I'm excited to see what you guys produce.